it's Christy from CoastalKnitsandPearls.com. I am a Florida knitter who shares her knitting adventures through the Sunshine State. I'm here with my weekly update. Sorry, my friend, she is trying to steal my yarn. Weekly update for the week of January the 6th. It is around 3 p.m. and I held off because I was receiving more squishy goodness in the mail today. So I held off on shooting this video until now. But also I have a big announcement that I'm so excited to share with you guys. So I'm just gonna jump right in. First of all, I decided to knit a Florida temperature blanket, and I received all of the yarn finally to get that underway. So I decided to knit with the Hobbii Amigo Giga, I guess it is, yarn, and I chose 4 colors to do the temperature blanket. This one is sand, so I received 3 skeins of sand. I received 4 skeins of the peacock color. This is the one my friend, she tried to eat, so it's a little unproportionate. I received 4 of those. I received 3 of this neon coral color. And I received 3 of this pink color. So because Florida doesn't have the, temperature swings that many other areas of the country do, I decided to knit strictly on the last digit of the high temperature for that day. So it's a little bit different than maybe some of the other blankets, around the country. Now, the other yarn I received, I am going to make Harry Potter / Florida State University FSU socks. Harry Potter for my daughters and FSU socks for me, because that is where I went to college for my undergrad. So I received some unicorn solid Hobbii yarn. It is 75% merino wool. It is sock yarn in a garnet and gold color. So this is my alma mater's colors and happens to be Harry Potter colors as well, which my children love and adore. So that is all the squishy goodness that I actually received in the mail, but I have some works in progress and I don't have any finished objects, but I do have a big announcement. So if you followed me for any length of time, you know how much I love to knit and read. So I thought, well, there's probably a lot of other knitters out there that love to knit and read as well. So I launched the book and knit kit, which is kind of like a monthly subscription like you would receive for your yarn, but this has one gently read fiction book, and it will have a coordinating yarn with it. The yarn will be brand new. It will not be used. It will not be, we'll have a label and all that good stuff. And I'm trying to coordinate the yarns with either the theme of the book or the color scheme on the, the front cover of the book. It will also include, this says sometimes on the website, but it will probably always include a little surprise that is either knitting or reading related. So maybe a bookmark, maybe some stitch markers or a progress keeper or a sock ruler, who knows? I'll just put in little goodies, to surprise you. So if you're interested in learning more about that, head over to CoastalKnitsandPearls.com, and there's a link at the top called the book and knit kit. And you can find out all the details there. Okay, so jumping right in, I am on the foot of my aunt's Woodsy sock. It's just going to be a regular sized vanilla sock. That's sock number 1. Sock number 2 is still on the cuff, like basically the cast on in round 1. I have started this sock over, I swear, 5 times. I don't know why, but the pattern is giving me fits on the cuff for that specific sock. I listened to Hoot while I was knitting these, and I really enjoyed it. It went along really nicely. It's like an owl, a burrowing owl themed book in Florida. It's by one of my favorite Florida authors, Carl Hyacin. So I was listening to that, which is one of the books I finished this week while I was knitting that. It was fabulous. My second object that is in a work in progress, my whip, is my oldest daughter's hurricane blanket. I'm about 192 rows into her blanket. Second cake out of 3. And I've tried to commit to knitting 5 rows of that a day. Mostly accomplished that in January. I mean, it's January 10th, right? So we're not that far into it, but I have not accomplished it every single day, unfortunately. This project is in a gift knitting project bag that I received from my boss. It is by it's an Etsy shop called Ocean Patch Creations, and has this wonderful mad knitter on the front of it. And inside is, because I didn't have enough cast on already, I decided to cast on a new sock. This is a DK sock. This is also for my aunt, so same as the Woodsy sock. The yarn and the stitch markers that I received as a part of a giveaway from Tater Tot Makes. And the yarn for the cuff is Knitpicks DK Swish in the color Marina. This main yarn is from Fly Designs Yarn, and the colorway is Roly Poly. I only cast on one because I only have one 9-inch circular in a US size 3. But I'm actually really enjoying knitting that sock quite a bit. You also probably know about my oldest daughter's, or my third knee-high sock fail. I knit knee-high socks for Christmas for all 3 girls. The youngest 2 fit perfect. There were no problems. The oldest was a total fail, and I wrote a blog post about it, so you can check out why it was a total fail. But I owe her a pair of Christmas socks, so she just wants a regular pair of vanilla socks in the Christmas sprinkles yarn. So sock 1 and sock 2 are in progress. And then that might be it. That's all the works in progress that I have. Like I said, I don't have any finished objects. I did finish Hoot, as I mentioned, this week. I finished the book Under the Whispering Door. I finished the book Hello Stranger. And I finished the Christmas bookshop. I had checked it out and was reading it during the holidays, and it was due back to the library before I finished. So I finally was able to renew it or get it back and then finish it today. I'm currently listening to an Anita Shreve book called Body Surfing, which I think I may have read before, but I don't remember what happened, so I'm just gonna push through and see what happens. But check out my Goodreads profile to see what else is on my bookshelf and what I have read recently or in the past. And I always love connecting with my fellow knitters and Floridians, so feel free to reach out to me with any questions or comments, or if you just want to share your latest project with me, I love to see them at coastalknitsandpearls@gmail.com. Till next week, happy knitting!